13th meeting of the Passaic County Board of Trustees and Freeholders. We're going to start, as always, with our conference agenda. Can I have a roll call? You don't know by heart?
Yeah, no, I know. Freeholders out there. Best. Here. Duffy. Here. James. Here. Lepore. Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Here. So the administrative report, our Deputy County Administrator, Matt Gordon.
Thank you, Director. The first item is a public hearing to solicit comments from the public on the intention of the Board of Trustees and Freeholders to sell approximately 5,020 square foot parcel located north of Block 2400, Lot 1 in the Borough of Compton Lakes of Passaic County on land. I will turn over to our clerk.
Public hearing, Passaic County Board of Trustees and Freeholders, Tuesday, August 13th, 2019 at 5:30 in room 401 Grand Street, room 220, Patterson, New Jersey. I will skip over the first sentence because Matt just read that, but the purpose of this proposed sale is to provide the adjacent contiguous landowner 61 Hugh Avenue Realty LLC with additional property to construct and commercial industrial building, including parking. This small parcel, while technically part of Montague Avenue access right-of-way, does not function as part of the roadway and is overgrown with vegetation. The parcel is too small to be subdivided or built upon. The Passaic County Board of Trustees and Freeholders is holding this public hearing tonight, Tuesday, August 13th at 5:30 in the Freeholders Boardroom. This public hearing was published in the Herald News and the Burger Record on June 15, 2019.
Very good. Thank you very much. I see on here a roll call. Do we need a separate roll call?
Yes.
Here?
Yes. Freeholders, Actor. Best. Here. Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore. Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett.
Here. So can I have a motion to open the public hearing on the sale of access right-of-way?
So moved.
Second.
Freeholders, Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James. Lepore. Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett.
Yes. So this is specifically to the question of the sale of the right-of-way as described at the beginning. So this isn't our general public portion for the freeholder meeting, but does anyone present desire to be heard regarding the sale of this right-of-way in Passaic? Please approach the podium. You will have 3 minutes, and your comments will be part of the public record. Start by introducing yourself.
My name is John Sujian, 61. I represent 61 Hugh Realty LLC. I just wanted to express our appreciation to you for hearing this and hoping that it gets approved. It's a piece of property that's been vacant on the lakes. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a piece of property that has been vacant in Pompton Lakes for 20 years. Formerly a service station that's been cleaned up. My brothers and I have owned it since 2013. And, frankly, for the 20 years, there's been signs on the property that's for sale or for lease. We bought it. It's been in the condition it's in and the size of the piece. With the 5,000 square feet, it's barely a half acre. Steep slopes on the side and the rear of the property. So your approval of this will hopefully make it developable for the project that we're looking at. Also, the project is a redevelopment project, which will be hopefully advantageous to not only us as the owners, but Pompton Lakes as the recipient of the tax benefits, and also Passaic County. Thank you.
Do you need a motion for that?
Go for it.
I'll make a motion to
This is a public hearing, sir. I'm not going to motion to close the public hearing.
That's my judgment.
I know, but try to hear it.
Hey, John, how are you? It's been a long time coming, trying to get this property transferred. It's good to see you. You improved it.
Freeholders, Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett.
Yes. Have a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
Second.
Freeholders, Best, Duffy,
Yes.
James,
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare, Director Bartlett.
And best of luck with that property. Always good when we take two small useless properties and make one that hopefully will be useful. Matt, can you move us on to number 2?
I'm sorry, when do we take formal action? Will that be at our next meeting?
I didn't see it on this agenda, so I guess the formal action actually effectuate the sale happens next, in September next?
Yes. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
very good.
Next meeting or?
Next meeting.
Okay.
That's what happens.
This is that.
Three attorneys.
Freeholder, this is a required hearing under the law. So once this is the second, as you know, 2 public hearings. At the next freeholder meeting, I believe either on first meeting or the second meeting in September, we will complete this transaction.
All right, Director, next we have the presentation and public hearing for the 2019 Passaic County Open Space Farmland and Historic Preservation Trust Fund Grant Awards. We have Kathleen Karen, our Open Space Coordinator, here to give the presentation.
Wonderful. Well, let's have the roll call and move, remove Peter's presentation first. Great.
Can I ask the chair that we would look in person? We asked her to come down. She's parked in Ward Street. They're going to close it. Well, she thinks somebody has to come out. So they're going to close that parking garage before she gets out of here. She can't get home. I mean, not that I would drive her, but I don't think so. So, all right, I'm here first. And I'm going to keep this along with the chairman.
Yes.
I'm going to, after I'm going to speak myself, I'm going to drive her back to the park.
I'll still get out.
You can get, yes,
They said
I know you
seven.
can get out, but I'm driving you back there or walking you back there.
Oh, no. it's-
Freeholder changes all that work. It's
Oh.
Hi.
Thank you, freeholders. This is a presentation on the open space award recommendations that are in excess of $100,000. This was advertised, and no action can be taken statutorily for at least 45 days. The first project is in the city of Clifton. It's the Richardson Scale Park Improvements. This is an expansion of an existing park that is off of Van Houten Avenue, and it is proposed to be a passive park. It's very close to the active 55 community at the end of Scales Plaza. The proposal is to put in some passive recreation as well as a pavilion at the end of the existing park and a new seating area in the parking lot that is on the opposite side of Scales Plaza. The recommendation is $150,000. Next one is Patterson Avenue, Duke Field, and Little Falls. This is to regular turf field into artificial turf. There is a lot of funding identified as a match, and the recommendation is $150,000. The next one is in the city of Patterson. This is a historic preservation project, but it is also considered a park project because it is a park, it's Eastside Park. There's quite a bit of work that we would like to do in terms of access, pedestrian pathways, adding some amenities, changing the interior roadway, and adding signage. The recommendation is $150,000. And this, as the next one, were reviewed by the Director of Cultural and Historic Affairs. Next is the Ivanhoe Mill Wheelhouse in Upper Raceway Park. This is right, you can see it on Spruce Street. It's a historic structure, and it needs some desperate repair in order to save the building. Recommendation is $175,000. Next one is in Compton Lakes. This is Willow Field at the Joe Grill Complex. Willow Field was generously provided funding by the freeholders some years ago to expand this existing park. They would also like to build new fields because the use for the students are expanding. It's a really wonderful facility. It's very close to some trails and County's Pompton Aquatic Park. Recommendation is $150,000. And the last project is the Shy Shacknai Park in Maine Township. This is off of Preakness. It's in the neighborhood. It's a green linear park that has been identified as needing an inclusive playground. That's a playground for children of all abilities. They would also like to put in a small parking area, and the recommendation for this is $200,000. So the total that is being recommended at this point is $975,000. And that's the end of my presentation.
I have one question.
Yes.
Action East Side Park rehabilitation. Do you know if you're going to follow the historic pathways when they renovate that park? Or?
That would be a good question for Kelly. She's a little more familiar with the actual, but I believe,
Yes, they are.
They are?
I didn't want to say definitively, but thank you, Bill.
I had a question regarding that as well. How do you plan to accomplish this with $150,000? Is there matching coming from the city, or is this a 2-year phase-in?
You know, I don't think that there was a match for this one.
If I could jump in, this is also one of their green acres applications, so I think they're looking to comply with this.
Okay, yeah, the 150 would go to scratch the surface on that.
Kathleen, the Ivanhoe Wheelhouse rehabilitation, is the recipient the City of Patterson or the Ivanhoe Wheelhouse Foundation?
It's the city of Patterson.
They own the building?
Yes.
The city owns the building. Any other questions from the city? Okay, can I have a motion to open, I move to open the public hearing now. I have a motion to open the public hearing on everything Kathleen just said.
You want to read the announcement?
Yeah, she can read the announcement, please, the director. This hearing is pursuant to NJSA 40:12-15.33 regarding the 2019 Passaic County Open Space Department and Historic Preservation Trust Fund award for the proposed expenditures over $100,000. The presentation on the 2019 Passaic County Open Space Farmland and Historic Preservation Trust Fund was held tonight, Tuesday, August 13, 2019. The following public hearing was advertised in the Record and the Herald News on July 3, 2019, and the Suburban Trends on July 17, 2019, specifying the time, date, and location of the public hearing. Fielders, Octor, Best, Duffy, James, Lepore, Deputy Director Lazare, Director Bartlett.
Motion to open the public hearing.
So moved. Who was the second one? Freeholders, Octor, Best, Duffy, James, Lepore, Deputy Director Lazare, Director Bartlett.
Does anyone present desire to be heard regarding the recommendations that Kathleen Karen has presented before?
Seeing no one's opposed, I move to close the public portion.
Second.
Oh, wait. Everyone take before 3 minutes, public record, introduce yourself. Thank you.
My name is Debbie Oliver. I'm the recreation supervisor for the city of Clifton. I just want to first thank you for the many, many years of support that we've received to improve our community, our park infrastructure, as we continue to provide more services for our citizens. This particular project is something that what our former city manager, Al Greco, is very passionate about, because when we put it's active seniors housing, he always dreamed that we could put in some bocce and horseshoes, and we're adding pickleball and activities that the whole community could use, and also our special needs program could use. And when the Richardson family gave us the rest of that land, it opened up the opportunity. And I had a chance to meet with Kathleen and Amy Rowe from Rutgers. And looking at the facility, they reminded me that, yay, activities, but don't forget the environment. So we're going to be using, making sure that the indigenous plants that are good, that we maintain, and any of the invasive plants that we remove, and that we complement the project with making sure that we keep it environmentally attractive as well as physical activities for people to do. So I'm so glad that we were able to make sure that both avenues were met. So thank you so much. We've been so grateful for all you've done for us. We're looking forward to continued support. Thank you.
Seeing no one in favor, move to close the public hearing.
Second.
Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes. And a motion to adjourn this public. So motion. Second.
Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore. Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes.
Yes, Director, I just want to thank Kathleen and the entire Open Space Advisory Committee. There was a lot of meetings and site visits, and you guys did a wonderful job every year, so thank you again for that presentation. And that-
Thank you very much. To our review of the agenda, K1 to K83. Council, anything we need to know?
Yes, Mr. Director, through you to the board, two things. There's one late starter, and that is a resolution authorizing award of a contract to Beasley Insurance for cybersecurity insurance for the county's computer system. Very briefly, I'll just relate because it's not in the title. It's $5 million worth of coverage for an annual premium of $46,290 with a $25,000 deductible. One other item, Mr. Director, you'll notice on your agenda, resolutions number 1 and 24 are the same. However, the backup was split between the two resolutions. So I would suggest that a motion be made to amend 24 to include the backup from 1 and one be pulled, or vice versa.
Council, can we just pass both and we'll accomplish the same goal?
Well, they're identical. So on the minutes, it'll show the same as the actual resolution. That's the only reason I suggested that. But if it's the board pleasure, you could probably pass both, and it would be the same. It's just that the backup would be combined together.
I think it's less confusing to just have a full one, either way. I make your motion to like the backup.
All right, then, I just want to bring it to the board's attention.
So the vote doesn't solve the
As long as it's legal, and now we've explained it all in the public record.
Yes.
We'll just pass both, and
Fine, we'll combine, and I'll ask the clerk to combine the backup.
I'm going to vote yes on one and no on the other.
I have to recuse myself on one of them.
It's your health insurance, so.
it's August. Any need for executive session?
No, Mr. Director.
Well, it is 5:59, so if we do need a minute slowly enough, if we're all good, running through it. Do you need to step out?
Why?
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me?
I thought you was.
No, I think they're both being the best, but thank you.
Well, no, that's not right. You, I
realize that I'm
you
over
very
there, but
concerned
I
about
don't
it.
hardly have that problem yet.
You did mention you wanted to take somebody to the garage.
That wasn't euphemism for anything else.
You know what?
Literally walking somebody.
Next time I'm not going to be really so nice.
Really? Well, there's a bucket right on.
I'd like to.
to adjourn?
Freeholders, Actor. James. Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes. So it is now 6 o'clock. Thank you very much, Freeholder.
Good thing these are televised.
Which brings us to the regular meeting of the Passaic County Board of Chosen Freeholders for August 13, 2019. Luke, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, the notice requirement of the Open Public Meetings Law has been satisfied with respect to this meeting, specifying the time, date, location, including the annual notice adopted in the reorganization meeting filed with the county clerk, posted in the administration building and mailed to 2 newspapers in accordance with the provisions of the law.
Roll call.
Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Here.
Duffy.
Here.
James.
Here.
Lepore. Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Here. Please rise for the invocation, pledge of allegiance, and moment of silence.
O God, who provides for thy people thy power and rules over them in love, be gracious enough to bless thy servants, our freeholders in this county of Passaic, that thy people may dwell in peace and safety through our Lord. Amen.
Please join me in the pledge of allegiance. Pledge allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember all the men and women who have died while serving in the United States Armed Forces. Thank you. I have a motion to approve the minutes of July 16th.
So made. Second.
The freeholders, Actor. Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James. Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes, I see no proclamations, so that brings us to freeholder reports. I just got back from some time abroad, so I have absolutely nothing to report except to remind everyone that there's something very fun and exciting coming up this Thursday through Sunday. And it's on Garrett Mountain, and the rest you probably have figured out.
No, we haven't. Can you tell us about it?
You literally did the commercial 2 years ago. I think we're still running it. Sandy?
I think we just all would want to acknowledge the terrible tragedies in El Paso and Dayton, and the fact that this body board has stood up time and time again on the issue of response to gun laws, and that we have state of Jersey and response to gun laws.
Thank you. Feel the best? What's happening this week?
Yeah, go school shopping. And let everybody know. It's our last meeting before school starts, so see you in September, right?
There you go. Freedom is up.
We just have one resolution, well, we have 2, but one is the bike path, moving along. We just got the grant $400,000 construction of Highlands Rail Trail. Next to that, historic part that will be opening soon, probably in September, in New Hassel. Other than that, that's about it, moving forward, and kudos to the plans.
Thank you very much. Speaking of the rail trail, Phil James, it is your turn. Is there anything new on Greenwood Lake and the algae bloom up there?
No, actually, lake back on is good. These are a bunch of areas. Listen, this is going to happen all the time, and there's some debate as to whether or not this is toxic. Some people are saying if you go to other states, they have different standards. It was a real economic hit to the Bud Lake area, the Packham area, and of course our northern counties. So hopefully they'll find some way to remediate this at some point. But it's an ongoing problem. You have septic systems that leak in. You have people that use fertilizers that wind up in the lakes. There's a combination of things that get us to this point. So unless they correct those combinations, it's going to continue to happen.
After the director, I was at that meeting in West Milford, and it was a long meeting. The standards are basically the same, but they're not in Greenwood Lake as far as West Milford. There is a bill, Senator Powell and Senator Panaccio are trying to get through to get some funding for both lakes. Unfortunately, Greenwood Lake is like the right-handed, left-handed stepchild. I know you're right-handed, but we seem to get the smaller end of it. It's always like a pack on, like a pack on. Nobody's saying anything, even this morning. I know there was a tragedy in, was it North Carolina, South Carolina, where they let the dogs go in the water and the 3 dogs died. There's been multiple deaths. So it's a shame that the 2 biggest lakes in New Jersey, we can't even utilize them. And something's got to be done. Really, something has to be done.
And it was more than those 2 lakes
Basin Lake is open. But, fertilizers is the number 1 problem, and certainly septic's around there, but fertilizers is a real problem.
Yeah, particularly with the stronger rains and the increased runoff.
It's just that, it's like the perfect storm. So, but really, we should pay attention to it.
I didn't take it right-handed, left-handed, right-handed, never mind.
I mean, can you imagine having a property, own a property up there paying taxes for lakefront, and you can't use the lake?
But Derek Jeter sold his house.
He never told me, he sold me.
Yeah, I was talking to him last week, he sold his house.
He didn't go swimming in there, did he? That's all I have. Thank you, Director.
Anyway, Bruce, I didn't mean to assign you a topic. It's your turn. So please, anything else you'd like to? I thought of you because of your service.
I just want to point out we have a refunding bond ordinance out of our committee on here for tonight. As you know, when we do these, because of our bond rating, we are constantly saving money for the taxpayers of Passaic County. So we weren't in such good shape that we'd be able to do these things. So I appreciate everybody supporting this bond refunding. It saved us quite a bit.
Very good. Perfect segue to our budget chairman. Moving forward.
Thank you, Director. One Public Safety has presented 13 resolutions for the board's review. Both of them have to do with acquiring merchandise, product, and equipment for our law enforcement community. I also want to comment on Freeholder Doctor's comment about what happened in El Paso. I'm very thankful that we have Congresswoman Mikey Sherrill, who introduced a bill that would ban military-style, combat-style, warfare-style weapons for purchase and selling. So I'm hoping Congressman from Colorado also joined her with that. And I'm hoping that we finally, in Washington, do something. And it's the first step. Thank you.
Here, here. Thank you. And since none of my colleagues gave it away, what's coming up this weekend is the Passaic County Fair at Garrett Mountain, starting Thursday with wristband night, unlimited rides for $20.
Yes, $20 unlimited rides. Fireworks Friday and Saturday. A full slate of entertainment, running the gamut from bands, doo-wop, magicians. We got a little bit of that.
4-H, petting zoo,
4-H, petting zoo, archery, health department.
Uncle Floyd.
Uncle Floyd, of course. We can get a bit about that.
How many food trucks?
I think we are up to. We're still getting food vendors as of an hour ago. So I think we're up to like 36, from lobster to Mexican food to Zeppelis, Johnny Zeppelis, and Jersey Legends.
Is there a risk in that?
More rides, new rides.
New rides?
More rides this year.
More rides and new rides? All right.
Director, is that board health violation that administrators walk around here in shorts? I mean, really, I haven't eaten tonight.
It's a style violation. But he's been setting up rides and plugging in food trucks.
But those short, long, so long shorts.
It's really not my place to say.
I understand.
All right. And on that note, thank you all very much. With no communications, can I have a motion to open the public portion of the meeting?
Second.
Roll call.
Is there a second? Freeholders, Apter.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Ford.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes, so that brings us to the public portion of the meeting. If you have something to say, approach the podium. You'll have 3 minutes. Please introduce yourself, sign in with your address, and remember that anything you say will be part of the public record.
Seeing no one at the podium, I move to close the public portion.
Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James. Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes. Can I have a motion to add K84 to the consent agenda?
Move it.
Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes. Can I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda as amended?
Move it.
Second.
Lepore. Duffy. Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes.
New business.
For you, Director?
Yes.
Just one comment. I think we should just recognize that we have a new employee sitting in the audience with her son, so I just wanted to make sure we gave you some shout out. Tamara Solomon is going to be our new personnel director. You know that Barbara is leaving us, so I just want to very competent lawyer. She served us well. She served on the ethics board, and she also serves as a board member at the St. County Technical Institute. So we're looking forward to working with you, Tamara. So I'm happy that you're here, and congratulations. We voted for you tonight.
Thank you. Thank you to all of you. And I look forward to it. I really enjoy it. Very, very good.
You're here. Congratulations, Tamara.
I don't know who the guy you're hanging around with is, but we'll hold it against you. Sorry.
No, thank you very much, Bruce. I was going to get to that at the end, but you did an exceptional job there. That brings us to new business and the receipt of the filed supplemental debt statement. Luke?
Yeah.
Receipt.
We received.
Very good.
Yeah.
You read the bottom?
Yeah, refunding bond ordinance 2019-08, refunding bond ordinance of the County of Passaic, State of New Jersey, the county proceeding for the refunding of certain outstanding general obligation bonds consisting of general improvement bonds and the county college bonds of the county to achieve debt service savings for the county, and authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $10,750,000 aggregate principal amount of the general obligation refunding bonds of the county to effect such refunding and appropriating the proceeds therefore.
We're going to finish up new business. Thank you, Luke. Can I have a motion to approve refunding bond ordinance 2019-08?
Second.
Freeze.
Lepore and James. Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett.
Yes. So we need to reopen the vote on the consent agenda to allow Trooper Octor to change one of his reported votes. What's the motion that he's suspend the regular order? Okay, can I have a motion to suspend the regular order of business?
Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett.
Yes. Is the motion required?
Well, sorry, the record could reflect that I intended to abstain from number 73.
Okay. Lou, would you record that change?
Yes.
Voting method?
Yep. Staying for number K73.
I have a motion to resume the regular order of business.
James and Actor again. Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James. Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare. Director Bartlett.
Yes. Well, that, no problem. Thank you for bringing it up. So that brings us back to the regular order of business and our personnel.
Second.
Freeholders, Actor.
Yes.
Best.
Yes.
Duffy.
Yes.
James.
Yes.
Lepore.
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare.
Yes.
Director Bartlett,
Yes. And a motion on the bills?
Second.
Freeholders, Actor, Best,
Yes.
James, I'm sorry, did I forget Duffy,
Yes.
Lepore,
Yes.
Deputy Director Lazare, Director Bartlett. Freeholder Duffy. Yes.
Anything before we adjourn?
Oh, maybe you're going to announce the next meeting is up.
Yes. So our next meeting will be on Tuesday, the 10th of September. Will take place in Wayne at the Passaic County Public Safety Academy. It's our annual tradition on our meeting closest to September 11th to hold it up there at the site of Passaic County's memorial to the victims of 9/11. So we will see you all in Wayne on September 10th. Enjoy the rest of the summer. Enjoy the Passaic County Fair. Is there a motion to adjourn?
Move it.
Second?
Third. Freeholders, Actor, Best, Duffy, James, Lepore, Deputy Director Lazare, Director Bartlett.
Yes. Thank you all. Good evening.